Hello everyone, I'm back with another Your Creative Studio unboxing and project share. And before I dig in, I just want to apologise for the length of time between this video here today and my previous one. I've been away on vacation for 2 weeks and this box arrived literally a couple of days before I left. We've also had house decorations going on as well, which has just made it impossible for me to film. So, you know, that's the reason why it's taken me so long. Now, this is this month's box, and this is the card that's come with it, and it looks as if we've got a letter theme going on here. This says letters are among the most significant memorial a person can leave behind them, so that's really sweet. I like including these in my journals as well. I've taken everything out of the packaging just to make it easier to share with you, but of course we've got the beautifully stamped craft sheet of tissue paper that the box is always wrapped in. Some beautiful designs on that there, but let me show you the items. We've got 12 items in total in this month's box. So I'm going to start off with these gorgeous stickers. These are sticker strips. There's 2 of each design. So let me just quickly flip through these so that you can see what's inside. These will just be great for using as little elements of collage. I'm not going to show you everything, but you get the gist. These are, you know, some of the designs that we've got. So we'll have a play around with these a little bit later. There's just loads of them. And all the designs are on the back of the packaging as well. So that's the packaging that they came in, which again is just beautiful to use as an element in itself. And then we've got a picture on the back showing all the different designs. There are 20 designs in total and 2 of each, so 40 individual stickers. So that's the first item. We've also got a set of 5 of these stickers as well. So so that's the first page, and you know, these are stickers, these just peel straight off. So that's the first page. We've got this one here as well. We've got a page of washi tape type stickers. There's some really pretty designs on that sheet there. That page there, and then that's the last one. So again, you know, great elements for using in collage. We've got some cling stamps that we normally get. So this is the first set. So we've got this one here with the postage mark and then a triangular postage stamp. And these are the red rubber stamps that are, you know, often included in these sets. So that's the first one. We've also got this one here, which is either a Victorian or possibly Edwardian lady sitting at her writing desk writing a letter. So there's that one there. And then finally, this is the third set, which is a writing box with letters in it, an ink and quill, and a couple of letters. So 3 sets of cling stamps. We've got a set of washi tape, a roll of washi tape. Whoops, I've dropped it. And that's the design there. So very vintage in style. That's just absolutely lovely. So some postage marks on there, some vintage writing, some roses as well. Very, very pretty. We also have a cute little charm in this set. So it came in this little bag. This is a really tiny one. A letter with just a heart stamp on the front. So that's cute, just to hang from a journal or a tag or something like that. So we'll see if we can incorporate that somehow. We've got this, which is just absolutely beautiful. I have never had one of these before. It's a glass pen. And it's a really nice weight. It's absolutely gorgeous. I like this a lot. So we'll have a play with this. As I say, I've never used one of these before. So, you know, we'll try that out. As I've said, there are 12 items in this set this month. I think there are usually 12. We've got the Your Creative Studio's own design stickers, and we've got a carrier pigeon with a letter. So we've got several different sizes of those. We also have some beautiful tissue paper, 5 sheets. They're all the same design. So this is either tissue paper, or you could use this as decoupage paper. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't think I've got that the right way up. I think that was upside down. So that's what that looks like. So we've got sort of, you know, ink splotches, a beautiful rose here, and some postal stamps. Absolutely gorgeous. We have this set here of Stationery. So we've got 6 envelopes, 2 different designs. So this is the first design here. So that's what it looks like on the front, and that's what it looks like on the back. And then this is the second design here. So that's the back and that's the front. Isn't that just gorgeous? So, you know, great for little tuck spots in our journals. And then we've got 6 sheets of 2 different designs. So 12 sheets in total. This is the first design. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? So that one there goes with that envelope, and then this is the second design. I think it goes that way up. So we've got 6 sheets of this one here as well, plain on the back, absolutely beautiful. And then this is the packaging that that it came in. So again, you know, that's nice to use as well. And then finally, we've got another stationery set as well. I've got this upside down, haven't I? Again, 2 different designs. So this is the first one. So 3 envelopes with this design on, absolutely beautiful. And then 3 more with this design here, the beautiful rose. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And then these are the papers. So we've got 6 sheets of this design. Again, I've got this upside down. Let me just show you this way around just so that I can fit it in screen. And then this is the second design. So of course this one here goes with this envelope. So I'm just going to have to get creative and have a think as to how we can use these. And then this paper goes with this envelope here. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? The paper is a really nice quality, and as is the envelope. And look, these are even decorated on the insides as well. What are these ones like? Is that the same design? I didn't show you what the other ones were like. So that is the contents of this month's box. So let me put my thinking cap on and let's see what we can create with some of these. Dive straight on in. I'm going to be working in my Your Creative Studio journal. And for anybody who's watching me for the first time, I'll leave the link to my playlist, including how I made the journal, in the description box below. I'm going straight to the back today, and I am going to be working on these 2 pages here. I've already pulled this one out of the journal. Mine is bound in with jute, which makes the pages really easy to take out. Now, to start off with, I would like to glue some of this beautiful tissue paper down just in the centre of the page. I've got a piece of parchment paper here just to catch the glue. So I'm just going to fold that over like that. Let's see, I can't really do anything about the jute twine that's on the tag on the opposite side. What I'm going to do is just add some glue at the top, paying particular attention as always to the edges, and that's how I'm just going to stick this tissue paper down. I like to use plenty of glue. In fact, actually, I'm going to apply washi tape to the top, so I might as well put the glue stick all the way over. I never trust washi tape, it never sticks particularly well. Let's remove that now, and I just want to try and centralize this beautiful piece of tissue. Let's see if I can do that. Just smooth that out. And then whilst the glue is still sticky, I'm just going to add some of the washi tape just to cover up that raw edge. Let's have a look. Bring this back. Let me just see if I can tear off a piece. I'm going to add more glue stick to this as well, just because there's no way that it will stick very well on its own. And then I can just fill in those gaps. So we'll pop that at the top there, and I'm going to do the same with a piece at the bottom. So again, let's just tear a piece off, and again, I'm just going to add a bit of glue to this as well. Just really quickly. And pop this onto the bottom. And then I'm just going to trim off around the sides. Let's just quickly trim off the excess. And the easiest way to do this is to just trim it from the back. Be careful that you don't trim through the spine of your previous page, as I did in my last video. Here we are. And that's our background sorted. This is how my background looks, and I'm really happy with that, and I'm hoping that I can incorporate one of these envelopes as well. Colour-wise, that's absolutely perfect. We need to add something to break this up because the colours are too samey. I've pulled out one of my cards. Where's it gone? This one here from the previous kit that I received. I never ended up adding any of these to my journal, but I think that will make the perfect card topper. I've also pulled out a postage stamp from one of the previous Your Creative Studio boxes as well, so I want to glue these down. Let's just add some glue. Now, of course, anybody who followed my recent glue video, I am trying to avoid my art glitter glue and use up some of the other glues I have in my stash, which I've decanted into these fine nozzle bottles. So let's test them. Let's see how we get on. This is Aleene's tacky glue. This one here was watered down just because some of mine were just far too thick, but let's see if we achieve any buckling and how I feel about these glues compared to the art glitter glue. So that's that there. Now this is a sticker. I'm not going to bother using it as a sticker, but I do want to add some ink. A bit too white, isn't it? So let's just add some distress ink in frayed burlap just all the way around the stamp, and then again I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. The stickers I find difficult to peel off, and to be honest, I like the thickness that the backing adds as well, so I'm just going to pop that down there like that. Thing I want to do is add some stamping, and I'm just going to peel the protective layer off. Now, I don't find these sticky at all. Amanda is aware, so I don't know whether anything will be done about that. A lot of people complained that they couldn't get the protective backing off. They were incredibly difficult, and so she changed the design, but of course now it's not sticky at all. We can still use these though, so what I am going to do is just apply some Memento ink. In fact, actually I might do it this way round, so I'm just going to apply the ink onto my stamp. Let me just show you what I'm doing. Make sure I've got plenty. Let's add a piece of parchment paper into the background as well so that I don't get it on my background. I'm going to pop that down there like that, and then I'm just going to use a stamp block just to press it down with, and hopefully this will give me a nice stamped image. So we'll just hold that in place for a few seconds just for the ink to grab. And there we go, we've got that nice postal mark. Isn't that pretty? So I am thinking that I can glue this onto my background about there. What I will do is just add some glue to the flap. So again, bring in my parchment paper. In fact, what I'll do is just type that in there just so that I can add my glue. Again, let's use the Aleene's and see how we get on. I'm just going to add a small amount just around the edge. Maybe a bit in the middle as well. Let's stick this down. I'm really intrigued to see how I feel about these glues. Let's wipe off any of the excess. Open this out just so that I can really give it a good press down. And then we need to fill the inside of the envelope. Well, I have to say the glue does seem to be sticking. Now I've got 2 more of these little cards that I made, so let's pop number 2 inside here. In fact, which way round do I want it to go? I think I'm going to pop number 3 just inside like this, and I am going to glue number 2 on here as a decoration for the inside of my page. Having looked at this a bit further, I've changed my mind. I'm going to have number 3 just because I think it's a little bit more subtle. I think that works better than number 2. Let me just show you. So number 2 is going to go inside the envelope just like that, and I'm just going to glue number 3 down here just like this. This is the layout I finally decided on. So number 2 is just tucked inside like this. And as I've said, these cards were made using the previous Your Creative Studio box that I received. And I'll leave the link to the video showing how I made them in the description box below. But I think that looks absolutely lovely. I'm not going to add anything to the inside of the envelope just because I like the contrast and I just love it as it is. So I'm just going to pop this back into the journal and let's do something with this side here. That's what my page looks like now that it's tucked back into the journal. And to finish the spread off for the inside back cover, I'm going to use this tag here that I also made using the last box that I received. And I'm just going to glue that down again using Eileen's tacky glue. I think that matches that page absolutely beautifully. I'm not going to add a pocket or anything like that just because my journal, as you can see, is getting really chunky now. So I'm just going to glue it straight onto the inside back cover. That's a gorgeous spread. Now I am itching to use this this beautiful pen, and I feel that we could do with something in this bottom left hand corner, so I am just going to practice. I've got some ink here. This is J Herbin's Gris Nuage. That's the colour. I've had these in my stash for oh gosh 4-5 years or so, and I very rarely use them. I bought it not long after I did a calligraphy course, so let's try this. And what I want to do is I'm not sure what you call this, but it's just scribble writing. It just doesn't mean anything, but I just want to just scribble like this. Doesn't that look cool? I'm just practicing on a plain piece of paper, and I am not thinking about what I'm writing here at all, but this is what I'm going to do on my journal page. Just maybe have a sentence or something or a line in your head and just go for it. It doesn't have to make any sense whatsoever. So that's what I'm going to do on this page here. Those of you that don't have proper ink, you could use any liquid watercolour, watered down acrylic paint would do, any of your dilution sprays, anything like that, anything liquid. So you could even probably use a tea or coffee dye as well. So I am just going to write absolute nonsense. So right, I am going to write absolute nonsense. There we go, and that's what I've written, and I just think that adds a nice touch to the bottom of that page. I'm sure some of you have noticed that I've got number 1, number 2, which is tucked in here, number 3, and then it skips on to number 5. Number 4 was this card here that I made using the last kit as well. So let's see if we can do something with this using the elements from the current kit. This piece of writing paper goes absolutely beautifully, and seeing as the back is plain, I'm just going to glue a piece of this on. I think I want the larger rose to be the feature, so I'm just going to glue this on using a glue stick. Writing paper is now glued on the back, and that just goes absolutely beautifully. So I just want to write something again. Why not? So I'm just dipping my pen in just to about 3/4 of the way. Where do I want to start? Decided that I want to add this as another page that I can tuck into my journal. So I've got another one of the beautiful envelopes, the matching envelope to the paper. I've applied some glue onto the flap, and I'm just going to stick this down here like this. I've decided I want it at the top. Oh, that needs to be moved slightly further over. Just like this. And then I'm going to find a spot for this to go inside my journal. I want my page, my new page, to go here. So I'm just going to tuck the envelope underneath here. I think that goes really well with the page on the left hand side, and those two pages go really well as well. And let's find the back. Where's the back of the envelope? And we've got a plain page here, so you know, plenty of opportunity for me to do something with this as well. And of course we've still got a tuck spot. Just Want to do one more project using this kit. I've got this tuck spot here and I just want to make a tag to pop inside. I've cut myself a piece of craft cardstock that measures 5 inches by 3 inches. I did originally have a tag in here, but I've relocated it somewhere else in the journal. Now I want to use this leftover piece of tissue paper that I used on the project earlier. So I'm just going to glue this down with a glue stick. To fill the area on the left hand side, I've just pulled out some of these little stickers, so I'm just going to glue these down here like this randomly. I'm going to try not to overthink it. Let me just make sure that I've got the right amount. These have just got a backing that you just peel off. They come off really easily, so I'm just going to stick a few of these down, trying not to overthink about where they go. So I've glued all of my stickers on. I don't like this this white edge. I'm just going to use a tinted charcoal. This is in the colour Peat, just to add a touch of colour just to the right hand side, just where the stickers overlap the tissue paper. Let's put this on here like this, and I'm just going to rub that with my finger, and that looks much better to me. I'm happy with that. Now for a focal image, I'm thinking that I can use one of these labels that came in the previous kit and maybe stamp this Edwardian lady on here like this. Let's try that. I'm going to stamp her in some of the Memento ink and espresso truffle. So I'm just going to turn my stamp over, apply plenty of ink, just make sure I've got plenty on there. I should really stamp this off first. You know, if you stamp this off onto a plain piece of paper, your secondary image is usually better than your first, but I'm just going for it. Where do I want that to go? Let me just stand up actually, just to make sure that I've got that in the right place. I'm going to put my stamp block on top again and just apply a bit of pressure, just to make sure that that ink grabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it. And isn't that just lovely? That's a really beautiful image. Let me just put the lid back on my ink, and that is going to be my finished tag. I really like that. Really simple, but that looks good to me. I do think I need to ink around the edges though, and I'm also thinking actually that I'm going to take a bit of this border off. Not all of it, but it's just a bit too wide, so I'm just going to leave just a much smaller cream edge. Let's ink around the edges with some Distress ink in frayed burlap, and that will finish that off really nicely. Just grunge it up a bit. I'm also thinking that I'd quite like to have maybe a bit of ink around the outside like this. I'm just pouncing with this. I don't want too much ink. I just want to add a slight bit of colour. That will do fine. And then I just need to glue that on. I do want to ink around the edges as well. I'm wondering whether I do want to round the corners as well. Let's do it. I've got my X-Cut corner rounder. Let's just round the edges. And then I'm just going to go around this with the Distress ink as well. That looks good to me. And I'm just going to stick my focal image on. Just want to add a couple of finishing touches to this. I'm going to add one of the Tim Holtz Chit Chat Words journal. So I'm going to pop that there. I also want to add an eyelet. So I'm just going to punch a hole. Let me just eyeball this in the centre, about there. And I've just got a brass eyelet that I'm just going to pop through. I've got this fairly near the top because I want to add a couple of jump rings. Oh, hang on. I've locked my crocodile. There we go. So that's that. And then I've got a couple of brass jump rings that I want to add through. These are not very strong, so I'm going to use 2. And I'm going to add the charm that was included in the kit. So let me just pop these through here like this, grab my charm, my little book charm, and let's add this to the top. See if I can do this. Now that I've got two, it's going to be a little bit fiddly. I just worry that if I've only got one, because these are not very strong, that it's going to come undone and I'll lose it. So let's just make sure I've got that the right way up. Here we are. Let's try adding this other one again. Oh, come on, Nina. Let me do this off camera. You know what I'm doing. I'm just poking it through the hole and just making sure that I've got the charm on the top. There we go. That's it. And then I'm just going to close these up. Close that one as well. Isn't that cute? I like that. Let's pop this back in the journal. How cute does that little charm look? I'm really happy with how this looks in this pocket as well. The candle on the outside goes really well with the focal image, I think. And so that's just going to tuck in there just like that. Really pleased with today's project, so let's just have a flip through and reminder of what we've done today. We made this gorgeous tag. Absolutely love that charm there, and you know, that tag goes beautifully in that little pocket. Of course, we made this flip out page as well. Love how that turned out, using a mixture of the contents from this month's kit and the previous months. Love those. Colour wise, it just works absolutely perfectly. And then we've got one more as well. What else did I do? Here we go. We've got this envelope here, which of course was attached to this page here, which made another slip in. Again, using one of the little cards that I made with last month's kit. Loved using that pen. Absolutely beautiful. So really happy with this month's projects. So this is a quick glimpse of everything that was included in this month's box. A great selection and very representative of previous boxes that I've received as well. And for anybody who's interested, I'll leave the link to Your Creative Studios in the description box below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and that it's given you some inspiration as to how to use these beautiful kits and combine the new ones with the old ones as well. Don't forget to dig out your older Your Creative Studio supplies and even, you know, take inspiration from stuff that you already have in your stash. I'll leave the link to Your Creative Studio in the description box below. I'll also leave the link to my playlist as well, so that you can see how I've created all of these older pages as well. There are some beautiful pages created from these boxes that I've received in the past. So that just leaves me to say thanks for watching. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.